what you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear a word that you say. Hi my geniuses, I'm Dr. Caroline Pritesh. Welcome to my channel Learn with Carol. Before I begin today's topic, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do now, so you can hear a lot of information from me, because I've read and learned a lot that I want to share it with you. The development of character is a great business of life. Your ability to develop a reputation as a person of character is the highest achievement of both social and business life. The person you are today, your innermost character, is the sum total of all the choices and decisions in life you have made up to this date. Each time you have chosen rightly and acted consistently with the very best that you know, you have strengthened your character and become a better person. The reverse is also true. Each time you have compromised, taken the easy way, or behaved in a manner inconsistent with what you knew to be right, you have weakened your character and softened your personality. There are a series of virtues or values that are possessed by a person of character. Now these are courage, compassion, generosity, temperance, persistence, friendliness, among others. Coming before all these values, however, is the most important one of all when determining the depth of your character and the strength of your character is integrity. It is your level of integrity, living in complete truth with yourself and others, that demonstrates more than anything else the quality of your character. In a way, integrity is actually the value that guarantees all the other values. When your level of integrity is higher, you are most honest with yourself and more likely to live consistently with all the other values that you admire and respect. However, it takes tremendous self-discipline to become a person of character. It takes considerable willpower to always do the right thing in every situation. And it takes both self-discipline and willpower to resist the temptation to cut corners, take the easy way, or act for short-term advantages. All of life is a test to see what you are really made of deep down in the inside. Wisdom can be developed in private through study and reflection, but character can be developed only in the give and take of daily life, when you are forced to choose and decide among alternatives and temptations. It is only when you are under pressure, when you are forced to choose one way or another, to either live consistently with a value or to compromise it, that you demonstrate your true character. You are a choosing organism. You are constantly making choices, one way or the other. Every choice you make is a statement about your true values and priorities. At each moment, you choose what is more important or of higher value to you over what is less important or of lesser value. The payoff for becoming a person of character, for exerting your willpower and self-discipline to live consistently with the very best that you know, is tremendous. When you choose the higher value over the lower, the more difficult over the easy, the right over the wrong, feel good about yourself. Your self-esteem increases. You like and respect yourself more. You have a greater sense of personal pride. In addition to feeling excellent about yourself when you behave with character, you also earn respect and esteem of all the people around you. They will look up to you and admire you. Doors will be opened for you. People will help you. You will be paid more. You'll be promoted faster and even given greater responsibilities. As you become a person of honor and character, opportunities will appear all around you. On the other hand, you can have all the intelligence, talent, and ability in the world, but if people do not trust you, you will never get ahead. People won't even hire you, or even if they do, They might even de-hire you as soon as possible. Financial institutions will not even lend you money. Furthermore, since the people you associate with have a major effect on your attitude and personality, you make or you break your entire life with the quality of character or the lack thereof. You learn values in one or all of the three ways: instruction, study, and practice. Now let's look at each of these more closely. Teaching your children values. One of the chief roles of parenting is to teach children values. This requires patient instruction and explaining values to them over and over again as they grow up. Once is never enough. The value and importance of living by that value must be explained. You have to tell them the reason. Parents must not only give illustrations, but also contrast the adherence to a value, especially that of telling the truth, with its opposite, that of lying or telling half-truths. Children are very susceptible to the lessons they receive from important people in their lives as they grow up. They accept what you say as their parent as in fact the absolute truth. They absorb what you say like a sponge. You write your description of values on their souls, which are like wet clay, so that what you write becomes a permanent part of the way they see the world and relate to life. Your children will watch you and strive to emulate the values that you not only teach and preach, but also practice. They are always watching you. You learn values by studying them closely. The law of concentration says that whatever you dwell upon grows and increases in your life. What this means is that when you study and read stories about men and women who demonstrated the kind of values that you admire and respect, and then think about those stories and that behavior, those values sink ever deeper into your mind. Once these values are programmed into your subconscious, they create a propensity within you to behave consistently with those values when the situation requires them. As a Roman Stoic philosopher, Epictetus says, "Circumstances do not make the man, they merely reveal him to himself." When a problem occurs, people tend to react automatically based on the highest values that they have developed up to that moment. We develop values by repetition, by behaving consistently with a particular value over and over again until it becomes a habit and locks in so that we come to practice it automatically. So men and women with highly developed characters behave in a manner consistent with their highest values, and they do so without the thought or hesitation. There is no question in their minds about whether or not they are doing the right thing. The psychology of character involves the three parts of your personality: your self-ideal, your self-image, and your self-esteem. Your self-ideal is that part of your mind composed of values, virtues, ideals, goals, aspirations, and your idea of the very best person that you can possibly be. In other words, your self-ideal is composed of those values that you must admire in others. The most important part of your self-ideal is summarized in the word clarity. Superior people are those who are absolutely clear with who they are and what they believe. They have complete clarity about the values they believe in and what they stand for. They are not confused or indecisive. They are firm and resolute when it comes to any decision in which a value is involved. The second part of your personality is your self-image. This is the way we see and think about ourselves, especially prior to any event of importance. People always tend to behave on the outside consistently with the way they see themselves on the inside. This is often called our inner mirror, into which we peer before we engage in any behavior. When you see yourself as a calm, positive, truthful, and possessed of high character, you behave with greater strength and personal power. Other people respect you more. You feel in control of yourself and the situation. The third part of your personality is self-esteem. This is how you feel about yourself, your emotional core. Your self-esteem is defined as how much you like yourself, but it's more than only this. The more you see yourself as a valuable and an important person, the more positive and optimistic you will be. When you truly consider yourself to be important and worthwhile, you will treat other people as if they are important as well. Your self-esteem is largely determined by how consistent your self-image, which shapes your personal behavior, is with your self-ideal or your vision of the very best person you can possibly be. Whenever you act consistently with who you consider an excellent person to be, your self-image improves and your self-esteem increases. You like and you respect yourself more. You feel happy about yourself and you feel happy about others. Development of character that is based on self-discipline and willpower, long-term thinking is essential. The more you think about the long-term consequences of your behavior, the more likely it is that you will do the right thing in the short term. So when you have to make a choice or decision, always ask the magic question: what's important here? Practice the universal maxim of Immanuel Kant. Resolve to behave as though your every act were to become a universal law for all people. Whenever you slip, whenever you do or say something that is inconsistent with your highest values, immediately get back on your horse. Say to yourself, this is not like me, and resolve that next time you will do better. If you are in a situation today in which you are not living up to your highest values, make a decision this very minute to confront the situation and straighten it out. The minute you do, you will once again feel happy and back in control. There is an old Indian story. On my shoulders are two wolves. One is a black wolf, evil, who continually tempts me to do and say the wrong things. On my other shoulder is a white wolf that continuously encourages me to live up to my very best. The listener asked the old man, which of these wolves has the greatest power over you? The old man replied, the one I feed. By the law of concentration, whatever you dwell on grows and increases in your life. When you think and talk about the virtues and values that you most admire and respect, you therefore will program those values deeper and deeper into your subconscious until they begin to operate automatically in every situation. Take a pen and write the answer to this question. What is that one quality you would like people to think of when your name is mentioned? And what could you do to ensure this happens? Whenever you exercise your self-discipline and willpower to live your life consistently with those values that you most aspire to be known for, you begin to move rapidly along the path of becoming an excellent person. In my next video, I will be talking about persistence, and it's going to be very helpful for those people who need that push. So please don't forget to subscribe down below and click on the bell icon to receive alerts as well. Merry Christmas to you and all until we meet in our next awesome talk. I'm Dr. Caroline Pritesh with you on Learn with Carol.